Okay, thank you so much. So today, as you know, Rushikesh Gowri from this site, roll number 63. So today, the topic has given me to present that abatement and what is criminal conspiracy and what is the difference between them. So firstly, we will see what is. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Your mic is not okay. Okay, fine, thanks. So what is abatement? So we will see what is abatement in brief. So abatement, it's mean encourage someone to do something wrong, which is forbidden by law, which is punishable under Indian Penal Code. So firstly, we'll see what is abatement. So as I already mentioned that encouraging somebody to do any act which is illegal. It can be instigation, then by giving aid, then assistance, or by commanding somebody, consulting or counseling somebody, then encouragement or encouraging somebody. If any act which is forbidden by law, if I'm encouraging somebody to do that act which is forbidden by law, so there that will be abatement. As we know that to commit a crime, there are two there is some essentials of crime, so they need there. If it is not present, so that will not be crime. But in that abatement case, so here the crime has mens rea and actus reus, as you know. But in the case of abatement, the mens rea and actus reus, the mens rea will be there, reus will be from the another person. As as you know that we can have more interaction on that. In abatement, the abater has only mens rea, that's mean intention. The whoever it will be the abater, so you will have only mens rea, intention will be there, but actus reus will be from the other party. Suppose if I'm consulting somebody, or if I'm instigating somebody to do any act which is forbidden by law, we can have an example. Suppose here is Sham sir, or maybe Ganesh sir, or whoever it may be. So if I'm just consulting them to do any act which is forbidden by law, suppose I'm saying them just go and kill a person. So in that case, that will be my intention only, mens rea will be there. And if Ganesh sir is going to commit that crime, then that will be actus reus from the another party. So what is from my side? My side was like intention was there. I'm just consulting him, or I was I was saying him to do any act, that is abatement. Then it is also considered as a inchoate crime. It is like something or absence here, so we cannot say directly crime. So it is like hidden something. So in section 107 define abatement in three forms. The three forms was abatement by instigation, abatement by conspiracy, abatement by the aid. So here, so firstly we will see about what is abatement by the instigation. It's like instigation means provoking somebody. Also it also include that suggesting and hinting somebody, insisting somebody, or encouraging somebody. So firstly we will have an example. So what is like instigating, or what is hinting? If I'm giving hint any person to do any act, so that will be abatement by the instigation. As we can say, if I'm saying to commit any crime, okay, if Ganesh sir is there, I'm giving hint to him, just go and kill that person, so that will be abatement. So here instigation can be directed or indirected, or indirect, direct and indirect. What does it mean? It is like instigation. Suppose if I'm saying to Ganesh sir or Dhansham sir, just go and kill X person. So if they are going and doing that act, okay, so that will be direct instigation. So directly I'm saying that just go and kill that person. So here it is a direct instigation. And what is indirect instigation? Suppose I'm employee of any company, and if I'm saying to that person like if your boss will die, then that will be everything will be okay, then you won't be pressure to work. So that kind of thing, like I'm just what we can say, ghuma fira ke, it's kind of thing. Okay, so here we directly is not saying to kill that person, but we are instigating indirectly. Okay, it is like suppose I'm just one person, and if I'm saying to any poor person, just go, and if you are doing robbery, you will get lots of the money within only few time. Okay, you won't have to work, then everything will be fine, your financial condition will be totally okay. So it is like indirect thing. I'm not directly saying to commit that crime. Okay, so that is like indirect thing. So that is difference between instigation, indirect and indirect. then superior officer verse will not be amended, which was like a sentence in the Supreme Court case MM Singh versus State of Gujarat. Here, what happened? There was one employee of company, and he was not working well, and he had also surgery, bypass surgery of his heart. So because of that reason, he was not working properly, and the harassment was done by that we can say owner or the boss. Okay, so actually, obviously, he was not working. He was paying him for working. Then he was not working. So that what happened? The driver of that person, he commits suicide. Then what happened? The Supreme Court held that actually he was not working. So because of that, if we are punishing somebody or any superior officer, any superior boss to do any act, sorry, any if anybody like saying you are not working, just go and die, or just leave our company, so it will be not like harassment. Actually, if it will be considered as harassment, then nobody will work. So that was the thing. The Supreme Court given the judgment that it was not harassment, and actually there was a suicide note also, but that didn't matter there. Then, as we discuss amendment by the instigation, now we will discuss that amendment by the conspiracy. Actually, conspiracy is also defined in under section 120 subclause A. So it is quite different there. In that conspiracy, we can say there one or two person will be involved. Here also one or two person will be involved. But the difference is that there will be two persons. They will mutual agree for the doing any act. But here, so their omission does not matter. So that was my topic, like what is difference between criminal conspiracy and the abatement. So here in abatement, here omission, if omission is not there, then also the person will be punishable for that act. But here omission must be there, omission. Okay, so as I already said that in 120 the if the both person they are agree to do any act which is forbidden by law, then they will do or not, they won't do, that does not matter. But the one or two person they came there and they decided to do that act, so that will be the criminal conspiracy. But what about the abatement by the conspiracy? Here you will you will have to do commission. Suppose if I'm a person, I'm working in any house. In that case, if I'm doing any acts like I will what I will do, I will directly open the gate. I will remain the gate open, so directly somebody can come and directly can take anything and they can go. So that will be theft kind of thing. Then if I'm working in any shop, and if I'm just hanging some what we can say teddies out of shop, okay, it was my duty to keep that properly. It was my duty to after closing the shop or before closing the shop, so I would have to bring that in a shop again. So I didn't that. So definitely somebody will come and he will they will keep that teddy or something. Okay, so that will be the commission by the conspiracy. Okay, that is abatement by the conspiracy. As we discussed that abatement by the instigation, direct and indirect, we will directly instigate somebody to do that act. Okay, directly and indirectly. Here the omission should be there. If I'm doing any act but I'm not like with that person, okay, I'm not mutually agreed to that person, but yes, the omission is being done, then the amendment will be done in then the punishment will be given in abatement by the conspiracy. Then abatement by aid, the third topic was abatement by the aid. So what does it mean? So if I'm facilitating the aid to that person, okay, or we can say the abater provides the abater, sorry, the we can say will provide anything which can be done crime. Suppose there is grudge of two person, and they are fighting with each other. But in my intention there was like my intention, what is my intention? To kill that person. So in that fight, I will go and I will give the gun, or I will give something else which can like kill that person. So definitely that will be crime. I'm providing the aid, I'm providing the stuff for that doing that act. So that will be the abatement by the act. Suppose it can be like if there is any person who is minor or unsound minded person, if I'm just giving him to that person, or if, with that if I'm giving any particular weapon to that person, so definitely it will be the abatement by the aid, by providing any weapon or anything which can be helpful for the crime, so that will be abater. In that case, in robbery case, I'm giving my car to anybody to do that act. Okay, so that will be also considered as abatement by the aid. So intention must be there in both cases. We seen that intention is there, amendment by the instigation, then amendment by the conspiracy, and abatement by the aid. Then what is abater? Abater, which is mentioned, or which the 108 section 108 it deals about it. So firstly we'll see what is abater, who will be abater. So there is not a particular definition for that, but we can have more clear picture what is abater. So what is illegal omission? A spectator is not an abater, but a police officer not taking action, that will be abatement. Suppose if there is any crime, but I'm seeing from the my eyes, but that will be not the that this person will not be abater. Like I'm seeing the crime while happening the crime, so I will not be abater. But in that case, if I'm legally bounded to do any act, then definitely it will be abatement. Suppose I'm a police officer and I'm just seeing the happening act in front of me, so it was my duty to prevent that crime, or to confine that person who is doing that act. Okay, so that will be abatement if I'm not doing any act. So in the case of police officer, then result not necessary for holding abatter's liability. Suppose if there is anything, so what we can say, result is not necessary if any crime is being happening there. The result, like I was trying to kill that person, okay, but he didn't, I won't be like I was not able to kill that person, okay, so that got failed. So in that case also, but intention was there, so that will be abatement, and I will be considered as a abater. Then abater is still liable if the abated or incomplete or commit any crime. So as I already mentioned, that if there is any minor person, incapable person to do, if I'm just saying I'm insisting him to do any act, so definitely I will be abater in that matter. Then if abatement is done in India, but the offense is done outside India, is still punishable, which deals about the section IPC section 108 deals about it. If any crime is being done in outside of India, in abroad, then also if the abatement is in India, so definitely that will be considered as a crime. So that was about abatement by conspiracy, abatement by the instigation, abatement by the aid. Then also we discussed that abatement, section 108, subsection A, what it says. It says that if abatement is done in India, but the crime happens in outside India, so that will be also considered as a abatement, and it will be punishable under Indian Penal Code. Then we will discuss about what is criminal conspiracy, as I have given some basic ideas about it. The section 120 subsection A deals about it. When two or more person agree to do any act which is forbidden by law, or any illegal act, so that will be the criminal conspiracy. If we have if we are like seeing an example, if A and B is there, if both person are coming together and they are thinking to kill a person, so that will be that will be criminal conspiracy, because one person cannot directly think and directly go for doing that act. So that is the thing, that will be criminal conspiracy. If the act is illegal, if the act is legal, but they are following illegal way to complete that act, so in that case also the criminal conspiracy will be there, and it will be punishable under Indian Penal Code. Then if we say about explanation, so it is immaterial whether the illegal act is the ultimate object of such agreement, or merely incidental to that object. As I already mentioned, that if we are going for theft, or if there is any act, if we are going for any village, but if I'm following that illegal way to do that act, so it will be also punishable, it will be the criminal conspiracy. See, my intention was not to do that act, or to omit, we can say, break the rules, but still while doing that act, if I had done that, so it will be that criminal conspiracy. It is like a legal act but a illegal way, so that will be also considered as a criminal conspiracy. It will be punishable, however it is not fulfilling essential of crime, as we discussed, like three to four essential, we need that the human being, then mens rea, actus reus, and the commission, whatever it may be. So if that is not present there, still it will be punishable under the law. If I'm going for robbery, but I got unsuccessful to do that act, then also, but I was planning for that, okay, so it will be punishable. Then knowledge of the object is necessary in criminal conspiracy directly. If just we can have example on that, there is abcd person, and if we are thinking to do any crime, we are going for robbery, we four person, so we have divided that work, a will go for a will go and lock the uh, break the lock, okay, and open the doors, and the b will be go inside bank, and he will collect all papers, whatever it may be, monies, okay. Then she will keep back, then they will drive the car. So we four abcd, we four all, we all are working here. So we have divided that work, everybody knows that what we are going to do. But in the case of if there is abcd, but a is driver, then b c d, they are committing, they are going for the theft. So here b knows, b have divided this work, then c and d, they have divided this work, they have decided that I will do that, I will do that, okay. Then but a don't have any knowledge, he was driver, he just ask any person who is unknown, is it can be, suppose I have car, I'm driver of any car, if three people are coming to me and they're asking me for to give us a car for rent, okay, but I don't know what they are going to do. And the three person, they started to do crime, so but I don't have any knowledge about that act, okay. So that will not be criminal conspiracy, because here knowledge of the objective is necessary, which was also mentioned or defined the judgment of state of Maharashtra versus Somnath Thapa and others. So that was the case of theft. Criminal conspiracy can be conspiracy for civil wrong also. Mutual consent should be there. If I'm trying to do any civil wrong, it can be anything in industry also, in anywhere. If I'm just going with a person, and if we are mutually agree, if we are going to be mutual agree, or we are doing agreement in between two or three person, so definitely that will be crime in civil wrongs also. It does not, it is not like it is necessary to be criminal conspiracy in criminal wrong. So uh, Supreme Court case Devendra Pal Singh versus State of NCT Delhi, it held that the encouragement and support will be there, it can easy to constitute the crime. Suppose as we discussed that what is the criminal conspiracy by abatement by the conspiracy. So their omission must be there, omission was there, but here if there is no omission, if I fails to do that act, but still one or two person are coming, suppose I have decided to that, but it was not possible for me, then I just mutually agreed with Ganesh sir or Muzaina ma'am or Ghanshyam sir. So definitely we three person can plan for that, then we can do, we can go and we can commit that crime. So here the we it will be easy to constitute that crime. So that was the thing, the Supreme Court has given the judgment in that Devendra Pal Singh versus State of NCT Delhi. So it was like they said that the judges said that if two or more person, they are coming together and they are committing any crime, or they are deciding to commit any crime, or they are doing agreement, so that will be uh, punishable under Indian Penal Code. So that was about my side, what is abatement and conspiracy, criminal conspiracy. Thank you so much, ma'am, and thanks all for listening me, for bearing me. Thank you so much. Yes, ma'am. Yes, thank you so much, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. For any question, if somebody want to answer that, then they can. If there is anything which is like necessary for abatement, so they can tell that there is some necessary. As I already mentioned that conspiracy, sorry, abatement in conspiracy, abatement in instigation, abatement by the. They can just give us that what is essentials in that. I will not particularly ask. If somebody has any question, they can ask me. I will try my level best to answer them. I think nobody has question, ma'am. Yes, Ganesh sir. Sorry, Ganesh sir, please go ahead. So sorry. Hmm. Yes, yes. Mains rea is important. Mains rea should be there, and the actors race will be from the another party. My intention was there. Yes, my intention was there, but the act was from another party. That will be a bit. Yes. Hmm. Yes. Hmm. No, actors rare see in some cases if there is any competent person, if I'm instigating him. So that was my intention only, but he was unable to do that act. But if we are proving that act, so that will be abatement. So actors rare is not like necessary there, but mens rea should be there. Yes. Yeah. Yes, Mamta ma'am, please. Is that person? Presence of arbiter means, ma'am, like if I'm just giving hint to anybody, I'm insisting or consulting anybody to do any act. Okay, it can be direct or indirect. So presence will be there definitely if the crime is being done from the third party. Then the presence was like actually my intention was there, and the next person is fulfilling that. So that was like the presence will be there definitely. If the intention is there, then presence will be there. Hmm. See, in some cases, the actors race can be like won't be there, as I already mentioned that uh, if there is any person who is unable to do that, it can be minor person, it can be any unsound mind person, or it can be any disabled person also. If I'm telling them, if I'm saying them to do that crime, so definitely my intention was there, mens rea was there, but he was unable to do that act. But if he didn't do that, done that act, so definitely he will not be present there. So that person who is committing that crime, if he is not he didn't done that, or he didn't go for that, so definitely the next person or third party will not be involved in that case. It will be only abatement on, and the abater will get punished under Indian Penal Code. Yes. Mental presence will be there. Yes. No. No. Physical. See, as I already mentioned that if any disabled person, I'm just insisting them, or I'm saying them to commit that crime, so definitely you won't do that, and the physical interfere will not be there. So in abatement is only intention. Yes. Yes. Yes, ma'am. Yes, Rupesh sir. Yes. Okay, okay, fine. Yes, ma'am. Mm-hmm. Not necessary, ma'am. It is not necessary. If my intention was there, but the third party is not doing that act, then it will not be necessary. It is not necessary, ma'am. As I already mentioned that, like if there is any disabled person, definitely you won't be able to do that act, and it will not be necessary to commit that act. Intention, mere intention should be there only. Practice base, a bit. Hmm. Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, yes, the basic difference, as I already mentioned, that it is like there in section 120, subclause A, it says that in criminal conspiracy, it says like one or two person should be involved in that, or they should agree for doing such activity. So that will be criminal conspiracy, which is the section 120 deals about it. Then, if we discuss about that abetment by the conspiracy, here the commission should be there. Like if I'm doing any act, see, I will not say to do any act in criminal conspiracy, but if I'm see, as I already given the example of the toys, so it was my duty to bring these toys inside the shop, but I didn't do that. So that was the reason. Because of that, I have just given chance to somebody to do, or keep that toy. So that was the reason. Here the in abetment by the conspiracy, there it is necessary, like commission should be there, commission is necessary in that act, but here is not commission. If we fails to do robbery, we four-person agreed to do that robbery, and we have divided that work also. So here it is not like necessary the commission will be there. If we got failed to do that act, if there was some police officer, if there was police department, then I won't be able to do that act, man. So that is that section 120 subsection A deals about it, and here the criminal abatement by the conspiracy says that a commission should be necessary. Commission must be there. Yes, I hope, ma'am, I have cleared that answer. Yeah. Hmm. Hmm. Yes, ma'am. Yes. Yes, ma'am. Yes. Right. Right. Yes, ma'am. It is quite confusing. Yes, it is quite confusing. Yes, here commission should be there, and here commission should not be there. That is also one difference which I have read in last night. Yes, ma'am. Yes, yes, Ganesh sir. Yes, yes, right. Hmm. Rightly said. But here, right, actor sales and mains, yeah. Yeah, thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thanks all.